Hey guys, welcome back to Building the Basics, a series where we take everyday normal Minecraft things and try to add a little bit more flair to them. In this episode, we're tackling the Town Hall. Now, I'm going to build this from scratch. I'm not actually improving on it, so I hope you guys get ideas or just inspired when you're designing something yourself. Let's start off by laying the foundation. I'm going to start off by placing smooth stone around until I get a shape that I really like. The shape of a town hall can be whatever you guys want and whatever will fit into your spawn. It doesn't have to be this shape, but this is what I'm going for because I like the rounded look. The rounded design gives you a lot of options when it comes to detailing. If you build it bigger, you can add giant stained glass windows, or if you build it short and stout like I am, you can have a cool little roof design. Now that the foundation is in, I'm going to move on to the floor. This might seem a little bit backwards, but because we have the base shape in, I can actually do this. It also allows me to get a lot more natural light in. If you go ahead and place the walls up and put a roof, you're blocking a lot of light and having to place a lot of torches. This case, I don't have to do it, so let's get started on the floor. For the floor design, I'll be playing with 3 different variables: the depth, the contrast, as well as the shape. For the shape, we're following the base structure with one slab and then moving to another one. For the contrast, we're using a spruce and a birch. This just gives it a visual character that you wouldn't otherwise get with just one color. For the depth of the floor, I'm placing one slab lower than the previous layer. This allows you to add a 3D effect to your floor that you wouldn't otherwise get with a flat one. It gives a visual character and it looks a little bit more impressive. Now that the floor is done, I can raise the walls. I don't need any more natural lighting coming in to make sure the contrast is okay and the design worked. We're going to bring them up all the way around the building. Now that the walls are up all around the building, I'm going to add a little bit of detail. To do this, I'm going to add horizontal struts. This makes it look like the building is actually being held together. To do this, I'll add logs and then bring them together with slabs. The slabs make it look like it's one giant piece of wood and there aren't separation points. Now that the horizontal struts are in, I'm going to start working on the entrance arch. Once I have that done, I can bring the walls up as high as I want them, and then start working on the base foundation. By adding another layer of foundation, I can put cobble stairs in to add a little bit more detail to the building. Now that the base is done, I'm going to add cobble walls in for a little bit of fine detailing, all around the places I feel like there could be open space. I'll put some in to make it look like the horizontal struts are being held up by something, and add some to the front, just for a little bit of detail. Something I like to do is jump from project to project, and this doesn't change with my builds. Now that I think I've added enough detail to the building for now, I'm going to move on to the roof. I'm going to gradually slope it with half slabs because I don't want anything too high on this structure. If I did it too high, I don't think it would actually look that great, and I don't want anything taking away from the details that I've added to the building itself. Now that the base structure's done, we're going to do a little bit of landscaping. Bringing out a pathway from the front entrance, changing up blocks using cobble and different other resources, just so it looks like it's worn down by heavy use. A town hall should look like it's heavy used because it's the center of your spawn, the center of your town, so there's a lot of traffic. Now that the pathway is done, I'm going to move on to the entrance, adding a little bit of depth, some stairs, and then I'm going to go around the building and place these stone stairs around just for a little bit more detail. Alright guys, now that I think the building's done and I like the detail, we're going to move on to landscaping. I'm going to do the landscaping like I did the other building. I'm going to add bushes all the way around, bringing the eye into the entrance. I'm going to add 2 custom trees, and these are really easy to make. Randomly place vertical and horizontal logs, and then put a random assortment of leaves at the very top. You can't mess these up, guys, and I'm sure whatever you make, it'll look great. Alright guys, and there you have it, a town hall meeting place or dark society headquarters. I added banners, I've got custom trees and some landscaping, and I'll just take you on a tour around it. You can see the cobble walls as well as the staircases, which tie it all together. It looks kind of nice, gives it a little bit more detail. You obviously don't need to put that much into it if you don't want to, or you could switch up the materials. And now I'll take you on the inside, which you didn't really get to see. With shaders, it looks really eerie, so let me just turn them off for you. A lot of you see the building like this without shaders, and you can see how I put stone stairs and I tied the walls in. It looks really nice. Added banners. If you're using this as a town hall or meeting place, it's really nice with the depth floor going down, because one person could stand up here, another could stand right there, and you could talk over and see everybody. And you can see how the struts turned out and look really nice and impressive. Obviously, you could build up the walls and have them higher, but I like how short it is. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, slap that like button and let me know. I'll see you next time on Building the Basics. Bye bye.